You've just heard there President Zelensky certainly praising the resistance now 100 days into this war, but also estimating that 20% of Ukraine is now under Russian control. Can you just take stock and help us understand where we've come and where we're going as this war continues to unfold?
So over 100 days, the Russians have pulled back their aims, at least tactically, perhaps not strategically, quite a lot. The original goal was to seize the three largest cities, Kiev, Kharkiv, and Odessa. Russian troops ended up having to withdraw from Kiev and Kharkiv because of the strength of Russian fighting. And then Russian forces in the south of Ukraine have not been able to get close to Odessa. They've been stopped in Mykolaiv. So these major goals really are quite embarrassing for Russia. Right now, the Russians are concentrating their forces in Donetsk, including close to Severodonetsk. But what's interesting is that Ukrainian forces have been able to retake some part of Severodonetsk last couple of days, even though Russia has massed its forces in that area. So that suggests that Russian forces could be potentially not able to fight a whole lot more in strength.
And Ambassador, there's so much misinformation out there, but we do know that the front lines of this war have changed significantly over the past few weeks and months. And at the same time, Ukraine's defense strategy has changed, as has Russia's overall offensive strategy. So where do we stand at the moment? And do we have any clarity on who actually has the upper hand now?
The nature of the fighting has changed because of geography. As it has moved to eastern Ukraine, flat, open areas are good for artillery and for missile strikes. So Russia has concentrated those kind of weapons there. And just recently, of course, the U.S. and others have begun shipping 155 millimeter howitzers there. And just most recently, of course, the U.S. and I think some others are going to be shipping multiple launch rocket systems, MLRS, including the HIMARS U.S. system. That has a range of about 40 miles, which is about twice the range of the artillery. That will help Ukraine quite a lot. In the south of Ukraine, around Kherson, this is the only area where the Russian forces have been to the west side of the major river, the Dnipro River in Ukraine. Looks like Ukrainians may be fighting back and could push the Russians east of the Dnipro River. This would be a significant strategic gain. So the Russians still do occupy a fair amount of territory between Western Russia and Crimea, but it's not clear how the fighting is going to turn out in terms of how much of that Russians are going to be forced to give up.